was a good game. The guys came out and played pretty hard in the first half. Westminster matched our intensity in the first quarter, and it was a battle for the quarter. And then after the first half, we kind of opened it up a little bit, and then second half we were able to rotate some guys in. So it was good to get some good game experience for everyone, while also having a chance to capture that regular season title.
Awesome. And then looking ahead, you guys earned hosting rights for the RMAC tournament this weekend. What does that mean for you guys to host it, and then that it's coming back, and then you're working for another RMAC tournament?
Yeah, it's kind of a common theme this year, but it's nice to play at home. So, we earned the right to at least play at home on Friday, and hopefully if we get it done on Friday, have a chance to play again on Saturday. But I'll let these guys talk a little bit more about what it feels like to be able to play at home.
Yes, so I'm a freshman, so this is just listening to older guys talk about what it's like to be at home. It's a huge advantage, and just from previous sports and stuff, playing at home, there's nothing like it. So to play at home in my first collegiate conference championship, it's huge. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, it means the world being able to do it again. We haven't done it since I was a sophomore. Didn't have the opportunity in 2019, and season was cut short in 2020. And getting able to do it again as a fifth-year senior, it's really special.
And then Sergio, you were named RMAC Offensive Player of the Week. I don't know if you knew, but you matched a score record of 5 assists. Well, just give us a quick recap or thought process in your mind playing against Westminster last weekend.
I honestly didn't know that until this morning. The coach told me, but I just kind of played along, and the guys honestly did most of the work. It was just finding the open guy and putting the ball in his stick, and then finishing and being in the right place at the right time.
Question. So you guys have kind of, like I said earlier, the way you guys play offense, it just looks like it's more fun than having a really set, we're going ABC kind of free flow. Has that kind of helped this team kind of figure out, doesn't matter what they're doing because we're just kind of making stuff as we're going along?
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of the game, is not having a set play. But we do have stuff that coach implements for us to kind of get going and get the wheels turning a little bit. But I think that's what's nice with all of us having the chemistry and just being in sync with each other, is we just know how to move, when to move, what to do, and trusting each other that we're going to be on the backside to make a play, or to be there and to help each other out at the end of the day.
So you guys have learned how to read each other, and you know what's going to happen, really without having a lot of set plays.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little more exciting brand, I know, to play than some others.
Yeah, in the fall we spend a lot of time learning each other's kind of strengths and weaknesses, and there are some set rules in place. And then other than that, it's like you said, it's not necessarily making it up as it goes, but it is making it up as it goes. And Sergio, related to that, that's a big part about what makes lacrosse special, and also what makes it challenging too. Is you can play a great game, but one bounce and it doesn't go your way, and that's the game. So.
What are you? I mean, obviously you know the teams that you're going to be playing. It's a small field, and just go out and play your style Friday night or Friday afternoon, and just go from there.
Good.
Yeah, I think definitely with this weekend coming up, especially Friday, it's all about playing consistent to how we know we need to play, and knowing how we played before and what we saw as unfit during that game, or what was fit and what worked out for us. So just really staying consistent.
I'll just add that I think that a big part of this weekend is really just kind of staying true to ourselves. Obviously we've went through the RMAC Field. We've got to repeat it again this weekend, but we don't really necessarily need to change our formula. And so if we start to get away from who we are and what makes us special and unique as a group of young men, then we are going to get off our rails and be out of alignment heading into Friday and hopefully to Saturday.
So with the depth you have, I mean, it's going to be huge. Obviously, this weekend planning on playing back-to-back nights. It'd be nice to be able to get everybody in and keep the legs as fresh as possible.
Sure, you don't necessarily come into Friday thinking, oh, everybody's going to get a chance to get in. But if we have a chance to get players in, that's huge. But this year in particular, we've actually played a few less bodies than we normally do. And I think that's because we're a little young, and part of it coaching, not necessarily feeling the trust that we have in upperclassmen that we should have in freshmen to this point. On a national committee and looking at numbers and teams only playing 8, 9, 10, 11 games, and we're at the end of the season already, a lot of teams are really just kind of finding and figuring out who they are. And so with that being said, a big challenge for us is, like I said, staying consistent to who we are, but then going into Friday, and if something happens and the next guy is up and it is his opportunity to play, then that guy needs to make sure that he's ready to execute and take advantage of the opportunity he's presented with.
Yeah, and with a smaller season, smaller playoffs, there's only 2 regions to begin with, trying to make a statement to turn some heads to kind of get you into the conversation is another challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Are there style points or are they not style points? Who's watching, who's not watching? We started this year just being thankful to play. And I think Sergio, as a freshman, got a taste of what it's like to play in big-time lacrosse in Division II when we were down in North Carolina in March. And for Deandre, on the backside of it, he knows that we have left it up to the hands of other people to make a decision, when now Sergio knows, as a freshman returning next year, that if we get a chance to make those trips again, we got to make those trips count. So if we get a chance to play nationally, awesome. I think we deserve to be there. Of course, I'm going to say that because I'm the head coach. But I'm just so overly proud of these guys. They lost 1 game this year in overtime to the number 3 ranked team, one of the top 3 or 4 teams in our region. It took extra lacrosse for them to beat us in their 6th game and our 1st game. Is nobody thinking about that? And those are the things that, from my perspective as a coach, when I hear people talk, nobody's eager to play Tampa. I don't really hear a whole lot of people saying, oh, we're eager to play Mesa this time of year either. And so for me, that's something that I'll always hang my hat on, and something that I'll always be prideful of these boys. Extremely proud of them and who they are and everything that they do. But if they don't get a chance, I think they got hosed. And that's me being honest. They've got to go take care of business this weekend, but they deserve to be there. And nobody will tell me any different.
How have you guys think this team has grown since that first trip, and the second trip, and the third trip?
It's crazy. I've never been on a team this young in my time here, and just seeing that, like Coach said, that a team that we played on the first game, where they were in their season, where we were at the beginning of our season, it's crazy now moving to what looks like our playoff week. It's just weird seeing all the young guys just grow up so fast and play as fast as seniors would, or play as fast as juniors would, and just how quick they developed. It's been really cool to see.
Yeah, I think the same thing. Just coming in as a freshman and seeing what it took, especially on that East Coast trip, and the different style of play from us to them is just a lot different, and especially how young we are, to see certain guys come up along since that first game is really cool to see, and for them to understand what it's going to take to play at that level and compete with other guys like that, especially because we are young. So, and we don't have a lot of that upperclassmen that are all around and spread around the field that can lead at all times. So just to see younger guys and just guys around me come up and work with me together, it's awesome. It's amazing.
From a coach's perspective, I can't speak enough about the defense's ability to just stay strong and stay tough this year. And getting back to what Sergio said, defense has got a ton of older guys. 3 out of the 4 guys we're going to lose this year from the defensive side. Everybody on offense, besides 1 player, is coming back. So there's a lot of, hopefully they come back, there's a lot of excitement to where we can go. And the tough thing is that we don't want to be done yet. And that's the thing, is that if we are done, Sergio needs to make sure that next year the freshmen understand that, and there's very few teams in the country that after their first game of the season, the head coach is talking about, there goes your national tournament hopes. And that's us every year in our first loss. And again, I am extremely proud of them for staying gutsy. I can't speak for other programs, but I find it very hard for other schools that play in these extremely difficult conferences to keep playing every week if after their first game they lost to somebody and their coach came in and said, there go your national tournament hopes. These guys keep doing it. They, traveled just under 9,000 miles so far this year. Extremely proud of them as a team and as individuals. But again, I hope that we're not done, and we're excited that we get a chance to just wake up and play lacrosse again tomorrow at practice, and hopefully get a chance to play a game on Friday and on Saturday. So.
Deandre, kind of as a senior for the program that have had so much team success with conference south trip to nationals, and then last year being cut short, undefeated, and that on. Kind of senior night, did some of those things kind of go through your mind of wow, this class has accomplished a lot, or was it still that hunger, we got more to go?
I think it was a little bit of both, or I guess a lot of both. It was really cool seeing that. I guess the last time I got to see my teammates have their senior night didn't go as planned, and like knowing that guys like Sergio and young guys played so hard for us, like it was awesome. It was amazing, and I know that just proves and shows like how hungry these guys are and how much these young guys want it. And yeah, we're really thankful for them.
Good. Okay, so most,
Going to something a little lighter.
I know. Yeah. Okay, so most likely to, you'll each answer individually. Who on
Not
the
rapid
team-
fire?
No. Who on the team is most likely to eat the rest of somebody's meal or pick off somebody else's plate?
Ooh, it's a tough one.
Senior midfielder Kyle O'Brien.
I was thinking guys too.
I'd probably go with Kaish or Carson Schwark.
There. All right, and then who on the team is most likely to fall asleep first on a road trip, whether it be in a hotel or on the bus?
Can I use Michael Moreno, even though he graduated a couple years ago?
I'm gonna say Brian Buckner.
Yeah, Buck. Every time I go to the back, he's always passed out.